Assalamualaikum and hi. Now I will explain the introduction to the personal relief in Malaysia. So personal relief can refer to various types of assistance or support provided to individuals. The individual's total income needs to be deducted from the personal allowance to calculate taxable income. Tax residents are subject to tax on their worldwide income, while non-residents are taxed only on income earned or received from Malaysia. To reduce income tax burden, an individual must meet the eligibility requirements for each exemption. In the Malaysian tax system, there are various types of personal relief available for individual taxpayers. The first one is self-independent relative. This relief is as much as RM9,000, which is provided for taxpayers and their dependent relative. Medical treatment, special needs, and career expenses, which is up to RM10,000 a year for 3 consecutive years. Husband or wife or alimony payment of RM3,000. Disabled wife or husband of RM3,500. The next one is ordinary child relief. This is a relief of RM1,000 which is available for each unmarried child below 18 years old and RM2,000 for each unmarried child aged 18 years and above who is receiving full-time education. Physically or mentally disabled child RM6,000. Zakat fitrah or other Islamic religious use which is available in rebate. Lifestyle relief, such as purchasing sports equipment, which is RM2,500, breastfeeding equipment, a relief of RM1,000 for women taxpayers only, childcare center, and kindergarten fees of RM1,000 for the year of assessment 2020 to 2024 will increase to RM2,000 for fees paid to childcare centers and kindergarten. Life insurance of EPF of RM6,000, deferred annuity and private retirement scheme of RM3,000, insurance premiums, education or medical benefit of RM3,000, contribution to the Social Security Organization, which is SOCSO, of RM250. The first eligibility criteria for personal relief is residency. Personal relief is allowed only for taxpayers who are resident in Malaysia. Non-resident individuals may not be eligible for relief, known as non-resident, if certain conditions are met. Next, age and dependency. Personal relief is available for self-independent relatives, including children and parents. There are also specific relief for married individuals, including relief for a spouse, alimony payments, and disabled spouse. Lastly, specific expenses. For examples, medical treatment, special needs, career expenses for parents, and expenses for disabled individuals. So one of the importance of personal relief is it does not have a time division. Personal relief can be claimed as long as the taxpayer qualifies for the relief at any time without the need for time apportionment. Next, tax savings. This is because maximizing personal relief in Malaysia's tax system can result in large tax savings for the taxpayer. The third one is psychological well-being. Individuals may have greater financial resources to invest in their well-being. Last but not least, employers benefit, which provide medical, dental, life and critical illness, insurance as well as accommodation, transportation and professional development opportunities.
I am Nashafika and represent a real-life case study, which is an article about an autoethnographic witness, the case of tax relief and sibling caregivers in Malaysia, as a real-life case study of an individual taxpayer in Malaysia. The story revolves around the sibling of the author, who suffered from paralysis and passed away from cancer in 2005. It also explored the deep impact of caring for siblings on the life of the brother as well as the life of the other siblings. His sister was a passionate and outgoing person until a fall left her disabled and forced her to a life as quadriplegic. And his sister was given a wheelchair. However, she had rectal cancer and passed away as a result of several procedures, nursing care, radiation treatments, and chemotherapy. The overall medical expense around 216,000 ringgit Malaysia within 3 years, while the tax deduction of 1,000 per year up to a maximum of 50,000 ringgit Malaysia in the 3 years would have been applicable and had the same sum spent on a parent's spouse or kid. Families that live with disabled persons face a unique obstacles in the current complex world, and the obstacle that may go ignored by others who prefer normal living. For example, his family grew up in Hindu household and having the disability condition seemed odd. Although it may seem convenient, the process of transporting her from home to the car, ensuring her safety, and driving her to the hospital were all physically difficult tasks. Besides that, The author worked as a freelance professor at a few Klang Valley universities, lecturing and leading exams for professionals.
The next topic will be how the taxpayer can benefit from different personal relief. Personal relief is designed to ease the taxable income of taxpayer. There are several types of personal relief with different benefits. First is tax relief for disabled person, which can be claimed to disabled individual, child or spouse, and taxpayer who purchase basic support equipment. However, there is no tax relief ever given to the individuals who are also served as caregivers of siblings with disability. The next type is tax relief for individual and spouse. This relief can be claimed to every taxpayer. If the couple elect to join separate assessment, both of them can claim this relief, but if they elect to join joint assessment, the incomes will be combined. There are also tax relief for child. This can be claimed to eligible individual for each eligible child and also can be claimed if contributed to SSPN. And lastly, for purchasing breastfeeding equipment for child. This part explains the impact of personal reliefs on the taxpayer's overall tax liability. Tax liability refers to the amount of tax an individual must pay to the government. However, the tax liability can be reduced by claiming personal relief. A higher amount of relief allows the taxpayer to reduce the amount of taxable income and at the same time reducing the total tax payable.
Categories that have a lesser amount to pay the tax because they have to spend it on providing services to others. Tax policy should include ways to help categories. This approach is in keeping with the goals of the tax policy, which are to promote actions that lead to financial profits and benefit on society. This effort may also guarantee a fair allocation of money, which means more funding for projects with social objectives. Significance of equality as a hidden connection between prejudice and equality, they believe that discrimination is necessary for the fair treatment of all people and that discrimination may take place when discrimination is allowed to go uncontrolled.
I will present about comparative analysis of individual tax deduction for Malaysia, US and UK. For Malaysia tax deduction, they focus on medical bills, school tuition and life insurance premiums, aligning with the social objective and well-being enhancement. For US tax deduction, they utilize of deduction and credits, sophisticated system addressing overall expenditure and social goals. Next is UK tax deduction. They emphasize on personal allowance, tax credit system for specific sectors like childcare and research and development.
There are several challenges of individuals in understanding their personal exemption under Malaysia tax system. The first one is complexity and variety. Diverse personal relief create confusion due to complex rule and condition. Because of complex rules, it making hard for people to understand and navigate. The confusion arises from intricate guideline and condition tied to different relief measure. Next, lack of awareness. Widespread unawareness among taxpayers about individual relief makes people often miss out on available tax saving opportunities. The resulting in missed opportunities for tax saving because individuals may not be fully informed about relief that match their financial situation. Third, changing guideline. The dynamic tax regulation make it challenging for individuals to stay updated. It is because frequent changes lead to difficulties in understanding the latest relief requirement. Last, limited availability to information. The limited access to clear information contribute to uncertainty and errors in claims. Now, I will share with you the recommendation of individual to understanding the tax system. The first one is education and outreach project. There must be comprehensive program such as workshop, online resources to enhance taxpayer awareness. Second, simplification of guideline. Simplify tax regulation, especially those related to personal relief. There must be simplified tax regulation, especially those related to personal relief. The clearer rules increase compliance and understanding among citizens. Number 3, online resources and tools. Develop user-friendly online platform and tools such as calculator and a little bit guidance for easier navigation in recognizing qualified relief and assessing potential expense reserve funds. Fourth, ask for professional help. People also need to encourage seeking professional advice or using tax preparation services to ensure accurate navigation of personal relief within the legal framework. The last one is regular correspondence of changes. Establish effective channels for communicating changes in tax regulation. It is because people need regular update through official website and newsletters.